doing? Good morning. Okay. Hello, hello. Right. Wait for a couple of seconds for people to pop on. How are we today? It is a beautiful day here in Richmond, Virginia. The sun is shining. I'm still adjusting to the different weather changes and patterns here in Tampa. You can really rely on blue skies every single day. So it's been a little bit of an adjustment, but we have the sunshine today. So I'm really, really happy. Just move this a little bit over. All right. Okay, cool. So welcome to another live stream. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Ren Lopa, the creator and founder of the Successful Hairstylists podcast and community. I've been helping hairstylists get more clients in any economy since 2017. So you guys know, even since 2017, so much has changed, so much has evolved, not only with consumer behavior, but with the economy, with the industry. And so it's always good to kind of check in and get back to the basics, right? A lot of times we expect like this big dramatic thing to change our business when actually what is going to change your business is kind of getting back to the basics, mastering those foundations, and then being really consistent with them. So today I am sharing with you guys a great way to be price quoting your clients in the new economy. So when a new client comes in, money can feel super awkward, right? Even with our existing clients, when they want a big change, when they want a big transformation, it can feel uncomfortable, it can feel overwhelming, and it's just a lot, okay? Even though we're in 2024 and I feel like money is a lot more like common to talk about, there is still this awkward tension, especially for hairstylists, and especially because we as hairstylists don't always invest the same amount of money into our hair that we're asking our clients to invest. Okay, so this already creates like this awkward energy because would we really spend that? Who knows? Okay, so transparency in pricing is absolutely like necessary. Nobody wants to get to checkout and be surprised at what's going on. Like, that isn't good for us as the service provider, and that is really not good for our clients. It leaves room for obviously awkwardness, but it can, in many cases, guarantee that that person is not going to come back. If we're not getting really good at like retaining our clientele, then we're not going to be able to actually build our business. We're just going to be starting from scratch every single month, kind of like doggy paddling in water, right? We're never catching our breath. We're never like seeing those appointments stack, and we're kind of just always at the same level and always working our asses off. So knowing how to handle these pricing conversations is definitely big because we also need to be charging our worth. And I feel like these conversations can feel like they're on opposite ends of the spectrum, right? Where it's like, I need to charge my worth. I need to charge for every service that I'm performing. Hair looks are very different now than they were in 2016, and especially in the 2000s and 90s and all of that. So it's like, how do I charge my worth? How do I execute these very complex looks for my clients while also making sure that they're feeling good about what they're spending, they're feeling the value and all of that. And I'm going to tell you, this method I share with you is a 3-step method for quoting your clients a price. It is guaranteed to work, and it works every single time. So I really hope that you guys give this a try, and I think you're gonna love it. So today's training is for you if you regularly underquote your clients because you're afraid they're going to say no or be upset, okay? It's also for you if you don't charge for all of the services someone needs to achieve their look, right? Like, you see the inspo picture, you see where they are, you know all the things it's gonna take to get them there, but you're like, ah, that sounds like too much money when I put it all together. So let me bring it down a little bit and, like we just start to feel weird. And then lastly, this is for you if you just want to feel more comfortable in how you're engaging with your clients around money. I also think that this way of quoting our clients will get you out of your own way. So here's what I mean. When we're in a tough financial situation, a lot of times we can assume and project this onto other people, right? So we assume if we're having a tough time financially, other people are too. Depending on what side of the political spectrum you're on, you can think we're in a recession or you can think the economy is doing well. It's very weird how all of that goes and how we perceive what's going on. And it's our perceptions of what's going on that can get in the way of this, of like our client relationship and charging our prices how we need to charge them. So if we are projecting our financial instability onto our clients, what do? We don't actually offer add-ons, right? We're like, oh, well, they can afford that. We're not going to actually like fully charge sometimes for our worth, even though the client wants it. And so many other things. We can also, even if we're not struggling financially, we can count our clients' money for them, right? Like, oh, well, they mentioned they don't have money for XYZ. Oh, well, they mentioned their husband's out of work for a few months. They mentioned this big payment that came up. So I'm going to do them a favor and not say or offer all of these amazing things because I know they're in a hard place financially. The thing that happens with that is that a lot of times people have their hair appointment, their salon appointment, that is like their one thing that they want to spend money on, that they want to invest in, that makes them feel so good. So when we're doing this, we're actually not serving our clients. We're making the decision for them, which is gross. We all want to make our own decisions. And then also, we are going to make less money. We're literally taking money out of our own pocket and giving it away because we think we need to. So this is going to help you guys with that too, because you're going to see, but it's very comfortable. It's great for everyone. It allows for you to be surprised by your clients and what they want to spend money on, while also giving them very reasonable options that work for everyone. So I think you're really going to love it. Okay, so as we get into this talk, money is just the elephant in the room, okay? Like, money feels very personal. It's so intense, the feeling that we get about it. And just recently when we moved across country, and I had owned a house in Tampa for 14 years. And so it had been a long time since I had to apply and qualify for anything to do with like a house, a rental, anything like that. And so when we were doing that, when we were going through that application process and they wanted our bank statements, it felt so invasive, right? Like, money feels invasive because money sometimes reveals what we really value, no matter what we say or how we live. Like, it is so personal. So here's the thing. If we can get really good about communicating about money, you're going to be able to increase your average ticket, make your clients feel more comfortable in the process, but you're also going to be able to do it in a way that doesn't make your clients feel judged, okay? Because sometimes we do that. We make our clients feel judged or stupid, that how did they not know that, etc. We're also going to be able to do it in a way that doesn't make our clients say that they can't afford it, okay? Which is so beautiful. We don't want our clients to have to literally say, I can't afford that. Like, nobody wants to say that. There's shame, there's pride, there's all of these feelings. There's also, we can be afraid of letting our clients down, but y'all, they want to people please us too. They don't want to let us down. They might want all of this stuff, but they're on a budget. They don't want to make you feel like you're not worth it, or you don't deserve it, or you're not good enough to have it. Like, there are so many layers here. So I want you to be able to do this without making them say they can't afford it, without making them feel judged, and without treating them like they're dumb for not knowing what things should cost or what things should be, right? I'm in the hair forum groups, and I know that those don't represent 90% of our industry. Okay, I know that it's not like that, but my heart literally breaks when I see hairstylists just speak so poorly about their clients and what they should know, or questions that they should know the answers to, and all of this stuff, and then almost like speaking down to them or having this condescending air. Like, people don't know, okay? And you have to admit, from one salon, from one city to another, prices can literally vary. So it isn't their fault. And we need to be obsessed with them and giving them the best service that we can, right? And getting compensated well for it. So let's go ahead and get into it. So my 3-step method for price quoting your clients, so this can be new clients or existing clients, is we're going to go through it. So after a thorough consultation, right? So you've already done the consultation, you are wrapping it up, you have a very clear vision, you know you're on the same page. What I would say, number one, step one, is you would just let your client know that you're going to step away for a second. You're going to put together some options and ideas for them, and you're going to be right back. Do you want a drink? Do you want a snack? Okay. So a lot of times right after the consultation, we just jump into the service. We're like, cool, I'm going to go get mixed up. Let's go. Let's do this. I want you to take this one extra step here. You're going to say, let me go put together some options. I have some really cool ideas. I'm going to be right back. So number 2, what you're going to do when you step away is literally on a piece of paper, okay? And this is for 1,000 reasons, but number 1, you don't have to like speak these numbers out loud, which if you're not comfortable yet with asking someone to pay $300, $400 for their hair, this really helps because you can just point and they can say yes or no, okay? They're going to pick which option works for them. Again, we're getting out of our own way so that at the last second, when you're going to say $325, you don't go $250. Okay, I know it. I've been there. I've lived this. It is real. Our heart starts beating, our palms are sweaty, like the whole thing. So you are going to put together a paper of 3 different options for them. Okay, so these are all based on what they've asked for and what they've requested. So the first option is going to be the lower option. So this is a low cost option, and it's going to have less services. So let's say this is going to be the baby version of what they want, right? Maybe they want a full balayage. So we're going to put together something that's like, has the face framing foils, has the vibe, but is way less money than, you know, getting them exactly where they want to go. Okay, so that's going to be option number 1. We're also on each option, we're going to say what the maintenance is like. Okay, so, you know, this time it's going to be this much, and then every, you know, we don't have to do that again, but every 6 months. So whenever you come back to see me, it's going to be this much. So we're really putting together something so thoughtful for them. So that's option number 1. Gets them close, has a flavor of what they want, but is the most affordable thing. Number 2 is going to be the middle option. So this is going to be essentially nailing what they want. Number 2 is like, here is exactly what you want, but without any frills. Okay, so that's the middle option. It should be the middle price. And then number 3 is going to be the luxe version of what they want. So maybe it also is going to be adding depth into their balayage. Maybe it is also going to have different shine treatments, different things that you're going to do on the back bar to maintain the health and integrity, or special like massages. Maybe it includes like a makeup application at the end so that she feels really, really bomb going out and learns some new trending makeup, right? This one could also include, you know, showing her how to braid her hair, or showing her how to do like a really simple updo for work when she's short on time, right? So this is like the Rolls Royce version of what you're doing. So you have 3 options now that you've put together for her. So what you're going to do now is you're going to go back, you're going to hand her the piece of paper, and then you can just kind of explain them, right? So this is option number 1. This isn't going to be exactly what you want, but you're going to be close to getting there. And if you choose this, it might take us like 3 appointments to really, really get you exactly as bright as you want to be, but you're still going to feel good. You're still going to feel different and like you're moving in that direction. And this is going to be awesome. Okay. Again, you just are going to walk through them, pointing, and then, you know, which one do you like the best? Like, which one do you have time for today? Okay, so this is very important. This is step number 3. Okay, so step number 1, let them know, like instead of jumping right into the service, you're going to let them know you're going to put together some options. You'll be right back. Number 2, you're going to actually go write down the 3 options, include maintenance, include, you know, the different pricing, okay? And then number 3, when you're asking them about this, you are going to say, which one do you have time for today, okay? And I learned this in a summit salon that I worked at, and I love it. I'm obsessed with this. So we are going to say, what do you have time for today? Because we want to give them the grace to not have to say they can't afford the one that they really want, or they can't afford the ultra luxe one, right? They can say, well, I really only have time for option number 1. Okay, and that is what we are going to do. So then it's like, okay, amazing. You're going to love it. I'm so excited. Let me go ahead and, you know, get everything mixed up. I'll be right back. So now they know what the appointment is going to cost, and you know what you're doing. You are not going to feel that guilt and pressure of doing more and not charging for it. And yes, you're going to have to practice restraint. I know many of you are just freaking perfectionists with your work. And so you don't want to give people the option of not getting it perfect, but like it's okay to do that. You know, it can still be in the lowest option. You can still have the treatments and the bond builders and everything built into that option. It's more about the end result that we're getting to. So I'm not saying cut out the healthy stuff. I am saying find a place for 3 different options for that client. Now, you might say to me, Ren, but they booked 4 hours and the lowest option is only going to take 2 hours. That's something you're going to have to work on and figure out as you go. Because what happens is you want all the options to be able to be done in that time frame, or you want to be having, especially with new clients, you want to be having these conversations ahead of time and then booking their appointment. So I think it is really tough, especially with online booking, with modern services, to really do that. And here's the thing. The client doesn't know how long what they need is going to take, okay? So we cannot blame the client for that. That is our scheduling, like, misunderstanding. And that's something we need to evolve and work on in our business. But what I want you to understand is that many of you are going to probably assume that everyone's going to go for number 1. Like, Ren, why would anybody go for something higher? They're just going to go for the cheapest. You guys, it is going to blow your mind how many people go for the luxe. How many people get the luxe? It is really going to surprise you. And chances are you wouldn't have even offered them everything in the luxe. But because it's written out, because it's there, because they see like, oh, hey, I only pay, you know, an extra $100, but I get to feel like this, it is going to be like, let your clients surprise you with how they want to spend their money, with no judgment on your part, whether they don't want to spend it on the luxe version or on, you know, they getting their hair exactly what they wanted is more than they thought it would be. No judgment if they want to baby step their way with the lower end pricing. But also you're not doing as much work, so you're still getting compensated for your time. But also have no judgment when they want to go luxe. Even when last week they were complaining about a restaurant bill that they had, okay? People are very funny with what they value and what they want to spend money on. We just have to get out of their way and respect their financial decisions. When I was in college, so I graduated from the University of South Florida with a marketing and business management degree. And I remember when I first got into marketing, I was telling my dad, I'm like, you know, Dad, marketing just feels manipulative. It feels like I'm trying to like pressure people into having things. And my dad said, really, you are just giving people options. Marketing is just giving people options. You having the 3 packages is giving them options. You're not assuming they can't afford anything and automatically making the choice for them. You're not assuming they can afford everything because they brought in the picture and then shame on you for thinking it should be less. You are literally just providing options peacefully with no judgment and creating a safe environment for them to get exactly what they want while also getting paid exactly what you should be getting paid, charging your prices, and honestly feeling great at the end of the day. It feels great to meet your clients' expectations and be able to exceed them. It feels great to have your clients leave and feel like they just won the lottery with the best hairstylist ever. They leave looking forward to when they come and see you again. All of that. So I know that this is what you guys want to create, and this is such an easy way that is guaranteed to work, guaranteed to get you on the same page with your clients, and guaranteed to make you way more money because you're not deciding for your clients. Okay. So I hope that this has been helpful. If you need more clients behind the chair, jump on over to Instagram at Ren Lopa Official and send me the word clients. I'm happy to ask you questions about what's happening, what you think is going on behind the scenes to where you're not getting the clients that you want, and come up with some solutions for you over there. So come over to Instagram and DM me the word clients and we'll chat about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And lastly, just remember, listening to this, brainstorming with me through this training, seeing how it can apply to your own business. That is the first step. It's fun, I know, but that's only the first step. The truly successful hairstylists out there are the action takers. So find a way you can implement this today with your very next client. And then DM me and let me know how it goes. All right. Bye, you guys.